let's do this. Welcome to Speed Draw with me, Third Floor Hermit. I'm drawing up my D&D character token. I had a lot of fun with this, just sitting, listening to music all day, and getting a whole drawing done. It feels good. I'll walk a little bit through my thought process behind the drawing. So I think I should start with saying, like, I wanted to make kind of like he's a shifter rat person, so I was thinking rat right off the bat. So as I start sketching, I'm just like, what does a rat look like? I went and looked online and found some pictures of rats, and they're very much like a rhombus. So, like, I'm like drawing at the rat, they're like, yeah, okay, it's very much a diamond shape. Let's try and simplify that and work it into a human face. It's like, I want him to look a little bit rough, you know, so I'm like, yes, bushy eyebrows. I want to have, like, he's a bit of a teenager, so I'm like, yeah, the kind of, like, barely there bits of facial hair coming through in the acne. It takes me a minute to kind of get him looking youthful again. Like, right here, he kind of just looks like a gruff old man, like a little rogue. He's a rogue druid. So I'm just trying to get the balance between this. Look at this. I keep, like, sometimes I'll just keep redrawing face over and over and over again until I find what I want. Here I'm, like, trying to find, like, I want the mouth shape to kind of give, like, a little, yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, I want this angle in here. How can I simplify it, make it still look, like, give mousy vibes? And here I got, like, some little crooked teeth, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, little British boy, crooked teeth. That's what I want. At this point, I'm really feeling it, but yeah, look, there it is, all the acne, tired eyes, tough times, bushy eyebrows. Just, oh, the big round mouse ears, I love that so much. Big old reflective eyes. And I was like, I want him to kind of have, like, greasy slicked back hair, but also a little bit messy hair in the front, so you'll see I keep trying to draw this, like, little anime star of hair in the front. Just, like, end up narrowing the face a little bit and get it more the shape I kind of want. And here I'm coming down with, like, more solid final line work because I'm happy with the shapes a lot. He's kind of giving, when I give him this, like, hair, was it Kevin from Ben 10? I'm just not sure, like, how I can, you know, have his hair all black but keep the star from losing its definition, so I play around a few times with highlights to try and see what works. Look at this guy. Yeah, it's a little bit giving Kevin from Ben 10, a little bit like Jacob Black, as he probably should look, ratty teen man. Oh man, playing with this little bit of nose right here, trying to figure out how I want it. Nothing feels right. So just keep it simple, you know, you don't have to add too many lines. Nice big kind of like flat eyes. Think about cat eyes and rat's eyes. Just a little bit of shadow. But I ended up going with that little triangle shape for the highlight in the eyes because it gives kind of like, you know, the mouse head, rat head, lump of cheese, and I do it in the ear as well, like this little like mouse head shape. Just blocking in shadow everywhere, and I end up just carving it down so it's like the exact kind of shadow I want. There we go, and then just like lighten it up a little bit because I don't want it to be too intense. That highlight in the hair really makes it. Yeah, that star is absolutely awful, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I tried to go maybe like, what if I do the front of the hair in a different tone, and I absolutely do not go with that. Oh, maybe a different tone with an outline. No, still don't look it. Now let's just go all black. Yeah, that looks totally fine. I can work with that. A little bit of shiny highlights. This guy. This guy is looking like a little ratty teen. Nice tan skin color, but still looking a little bit pallid, you know? We're in Barovia. This kid has not seen sunlight in years. He's been trapped there a while, so... I mean, like, I don't want white teeth. I want slightly yellow teeth. Put that in the highlight of the eyes a little bit as well. Now I want to try and, like, block in the shape of his hoodie, see if that'll, like, help me figure out. At this point, I hadn't decided if I was going to do, like, a full portrait or just the torso. Just, like, shoulders up. And I can't get this kid's, like, you know, like, standing with his hand in his pocket stance for the life of me, so I give up on that. Focus on just, like, putting him in a solo hood, because I just needed to fill my character token, so I just need from the shoulders up. Be happy with that. I was playing around with the shading here. I was like, what if I make it look a little bit graphic print? To do some of the, like, folds and shading, see how that works. Try the cloak in, like, a different color. I hate the brown, I end up giving up on that. I like it being all kind of black and grays. Keep them all kind of like one tone. I don't want to spend forever worrying about the clothes. Just, like, distinctive enough that you can kind of tell what he's wearing. Because, like, when you're watching on screen, going around the map, your character token is so small by comparison. So when you're looking from a distance, you can just see, you know, his little pointy face and the outline of his hoods. Oh, here I'm deciding I'm going to make my own outline for my token, and I want it to be kind of like wedged together sewer bricks. That's why I did that map of, like, the lines going out, so I can kind of make them like triangular wedges, like how you'd make like a moon gate, and just kind of blocking in the shape of them, and then I'll draw an outline around them. But I want these bricks to, like, not look super uniform. You know, give it a very, like, dyke wall feel. Just straight black outline, and I start to think about, okay, where do I want some light coming in, what bits do I want to be in shadow? And it's gonna look a little bit messy at first, but trust the process. I start just, like, adding in the shadow, and it's like, okay, no, I'll, like, put in the line after that, now that once I know where the shadow is gonna be, so I don't forget as I go around. It's like, as we go around the shape, look, again, none of these bricks are uniform, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Map out where the shadow's gonna be, draw in the rest of the outline of the brick. And it was just, like, a lot of fun. I don't often get to do art where it's like I get to do a simple thing over and over and over again. It was pretty nice. Satisfying? Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, what color do I want these to look like? Brown bricks, you know, like a little bit of a red brick thing? Not quite, but I still leave it there, clean up the outline. And then I can just play around with the colors, see what I want it to be once I have the shape in there. Again, I know there's way faster ways to get rid of all that. You know, I can select the black outline and then go to the color layer and get rid of everything outside of it. But I like giving myself something a little bit satisfying like that to do. It just feels nice. Get some fun where you can. I like this kind of like dark gray color. It's giving vibes for, you know, I feel like everyone who was in my age bracket at some point had that little plastic medieval castle that you could play with as a kid, and it was just making me think of the bricks from that. Just add a little highlights here and there. And then I'm like, I need some, yeah, little bits of like moss and sewer ichor around this, you know, this little sewer rat man. So I want it dripping around bits where like the water might drip from the top, pool at the bottom, run down the sides. Add some highlights to them. Again, it doesn't have to be super detailed because it's going to be for just my small little token piece. I just want you to get the idea of it from the back. Bringing the hair forward so he's like a little bit sticking outside the ring at the top. I love doing that. I do that in my date everything videos where I make the characters kind of stand outside a little bit of the border that I've given them. I'm just worried about, you know, the black line of the hair merging with the line of the bricks, so I give it another little highlight, but then I decide to hate it. Try and change the color of the hair a little bit, see if I want, yeah, that brown there, so I'm like, yeah, he's kind of got like dark brown, blackish hair. So we got rid of the grey, gave it the brown highlight, and I quite like that. Just changing up the color of the eyes. I want them to kind of have that reflective light to them. We've had them all grey up till now, but I'm like, I want to see if they're like, you know, a little bit reflecting a little bit of a glow, you know? Just like, you know, when you shine a torchlight onto like cats and eyes and rat's eyes and things like that, they have a little bit of glow to them. And again, I want to make it nice and brown. Try and take him out from just like grey and black and give him like a little bit of that color. Don't worry, I'm gonna get rid of that orange. It's like a little too bright for him. But yeah, I'm just messing around with a few different things, like, you know, maybe the line color of the brick, see if I'm married to it. I'm quite happy with it. Back to the eyes again, it's like, I gotta find the exact right kind of color for it. There it is. A little bit of like a swamp water brown. And then trying to decide for this background, what do I want to do? I think I wanted to make it look like a tunnel going backwards, so I was like, let's make it dark, but I'm like, he's just blending into that darkness. Maybe some light? No. Lighten it up, maybe. Make it feel like it's a little bit lit up. A little bit of a textured pen, just give it a little summon. Just give him something to stand out again, but that, like, circles of, like, getting brighter to darker makes it feel like a torchlight. And there he is! I'm so happy with this guy. Look at him. I also just roughed up his jacket a little bit, got like frayed edges. I really like that. I like doing a little bit of texture and things like that. I'm so happy with him. And I hope you guys like him too. And in the future, I'm hoping that I will remember to hit that record button whenever I'm doing drawings. Just because, I don't know, I want to show off a little bit when I'm like, hey, I'm doing art. I can do some art. I don't know what it is, but it's like something I wanted to do from the beginning of starting this channel. It's like I want to do a lot of gaming, and I want to have not necessarily my art, but like the evidence of me working on my art up somewhere. I think that's the idea behind it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully we'll see some more in the future. Thanks for checking the video out. Maybe check out some of my other ones. But for now, that's it. I hope you have a great day. I was so terrible at signing off in these videos because I just want to keep talking forever. Okay, but I'm gonna say goodbye. Bye-bye!